So I was telling you about those injuries I had in my mid-40s. It scared me off the mat for 5 years. Well, because the school disbanded,
Right.
everyone scattered, and I just wasn't motivated to train, so I took 5 years off. But I was scared because
So
of the
much other
injuries.
people, right? It's like
Yeah.
if you're not with your people, you don't feel
Right. But then when I
motivated.
came back,
Mhm.
I said, okay, I'm going to do it right. I'm going to eat right. I'm gonna stretch a lot. I'm going to be very careful about how I train. I've changed a lot of my game. How can I say it? I make sure I'm in safe positions all the time, and I think, there's one, I guess, principle about just keeping your body aligned, right? Just never being twisted, never allowing your arms to be separated, just stay tight. And I'm also a fan of, have you heard of Preet Mickelson?
Pre-Nicholson?
Preet Mickelson.
Mickelson?
Yeah, he's huge in Europe. And you've heard of BJJ Globetrotters,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Mhm.
So he's one of their featured instructors. So he's from Estonia, very big in Europe, but almost nobody's heard of him here. And I could also see why it's maybe not as popular a concept, but he focuses on defensive jiu-jitsu, postures, escapes. And for whatever reason, he does a seminar every year up in Santa Maria. And I have a couple of friends that have a gym up there, and I've been going the last few years. And, I did so primarily to learn how not to get submitted and how to be more defensive. But the body positions that he teaches have also kept me injury-free since I started adopting these. So I don't go for any of these crazy moves. You won't see me do.
Gave you more body awareness.
Yeah, but also just a way of staying safe. Even when you got a giant opponent on top of you, there's a way to keep your body aligned and, keep your limbs in a position and stay tucked in a manner in which you're just not going to get injured much. So this year, I think has probably been my first injury-free year. So for me to have trained consistently every week and not get injured, I'm like, I don't think I've ever had a year like that in jiu-jitsu. So that's been great, which is important once you're a bit older, right? Because I want to be able to sustain this for as long as I can. I want someday be walking around these mats with mean looks like Alan Savage.
That's right. Yeah, I got to get you coming into a Tacfit class one of these days.
I
you
do.
know?
I know.
Just to get some body wear, like some, just learning some basic things you can add to your, your toolbox, right?
Yeah.
For training, training for life. Because I want to see you guys be your best at every age.
Yeah.
Whatever age it is,
Yeah. Yeah. Those training protocols and methods. So, I've been working from home most days each week since the pandemic. So little by little, I've outfitted my workstation, which is set up in my garage. So I have a really nice kind of a cubicle setup, monitors, and dedicated space for training. But little by little, I've built up, my garage gym. I have the mats, I have the Bulgarian bag, I have the club bells. I wish
you have some club bells?
Yeah, I wish I'd got the Tacfit club bells.
Oh, that's okay. But it's understanding the whys behind it, right?
Yeah, well, because I tried them out at Pasadena, and they feel so much more natural.
Yeah, they're the best club bells for sure. Tacfit club bells are the,
Yeah, my wife got them for me as a gift.
The Scott Sonnen, the Tacfit creator, he's the one who so all the design and all the thought put into everything.
Yeah, they're very, they feel very natural in your hand, and for anyone that hasn't actually held a club bell, a 10-pound club bell is heavy, and if you're thinking about a 10-pound dumbbell, well, that's light, that's nothing. You're rarely ever going to reach for that. But because the club bell, the weight is offset, and it's just putting that pressure on your forearm.
Yeah.
And you can see the benefit to your shoulder. Oh, that was the other thing. My shoulder, when I came back for our jiu-jitsu, was in such bad shape. I want to say for about 6 months, my right shoulder was in such bad condition that I was just convinced that I was going to need surgery. And I got to the point where even rolling over in bed would wake me up in pain. And since I started, tossing around club bells and kettlebells, I noticed my shoulders have been just solid.
Love it. That's it.
But I definitely got to take you up on the
yeah, we'll spend some time, just even talking about stuff.
I think Professor Wade was the one, because I was asking about, because
he's an example, because his knees, his neck, his spine, everything, right? And now he's like living his best life. He's training. He's strong when he's training.
Yeah. Well, the other one, I'll tell you what's scary.
And he's healthy.
Is the very sweet but deadly black belt ladies of Legacy that also do Tacfit, because, you know, I think I was going against Professor Monica maybe a
yeah.
couple of weeks ago, and I must have like 60, 70 pounds on her, right? And I, number one, she's just a fantastic, you know, jiu-jitsu black belt, but just you
You can
just
feel
tell
her
in the
strength. She
grips
knows
and the
how to
strengths and-
activate, how
yeah, I
to
want to be
connect to the
careful.
body.
Yeah, I always want to be careful how I say that because it's always that passive aggressive, you know, like jab at you, like, oh, bro, you're strong. No, yeah, you know, which is like the ultimate, like.
But it's technique, right?
Yeah.
How to grab, how to activate certain things in the body, and that's what Tacfit gives you because it teaches you, like speaking of the structure, how to activate everything, right? And how to understand your body better, how to turn on your lats and your butt and all the different things that we don't even think about until you start to learn. You're like, oh, okay, that's technique.
Yeah.
At the highest level. I remember Hicks and Gracie, you know, the Henry Atkins. Henry,
I remember seeing him as a blue belt.
Yeah. So he came in and he came in a couple times and he was talking about these different things, these concepts, and it's great. It's amazing, And then a lot of guys that do Tacfit, they're like, oh, it's Tacfit, right? So it's like understanding things at a deeper level allows you to be better, do the best jiu-jitsu, the best everything in life, right? Living your life in efficient and the right way.
What I love is it's something you can do every day,
right?
as well.
Right. And you should be doing it every day.
Well, what I love about it too is because I'm just naturally jittery. So when I'm at home and I'm in a meeting and I have a couple of minutes, I could reach for a kettlebell or a club bell or one of my other training pieces there and just kind of fidget with it and toss it around. So goal is pick up something heavy every day.
Yeah, that's it.
And then, like I said, when I just did this year in review, I said I realized I haven't had any injuries.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Nice. There's what Tacfit is based on is this thing called CST, circular strength training. And there's 3 rings. One is the interflow, how to move all of your joints around each other. The second thing is like the moving yoga, like flow fit, and so it's moving your body in all the different directions, like mobility and being able to do that. And then the third is the third ring is like the club bell, the strength component, And so one is not separate from the other, all interconnected with your breath and just all the different things that work. And so within that, you basically stay super, not just healthy, but you live your best life. It's like a coffee. If you move all of your joints, like the energy and the way we're designed, right?
Yeah.